Good morning, everyone. It's Gail with TradersHelpDesk, and I wanted to show you what Duke Energy has been doing. First, let's start over on the weekly. Okay, you can see that it broke through this fast-moving average, came back to test it, and it held. That was substantial because, number one, it had made a double top formation. And it also indicated that the fast-moving average is now going to act as resistance. So it came back to the ATR. It bumped off of it, almost went back to the fast-moving average, and then we've developed this bearish bar. The way that I traded that, I actually went long at the close of this bar here. And the reason I did is it gave you a divergence, saying, okay, this is going back to the ATR. Notice you also had that magenta peak on the ADX. Then when it got to the ATR and it developed this bar, I went short. Now I do think that there is a potential for this to go down to about 82.50 because that's the last area that I have highlighted here where a low was. Now you do have this congestion dot here that's right at about 83.50, I believe. So those are the two areas that I'm watching. And if they come to these areas and they show me that support has developed, I'll probably take profits. So I wanted to show you that. The other thing I wanted to show you was I got an email that identified RGA, TGE, and TLT as having long positions. And the only, not TLT, it's QLYS, RGA, and TGE. And when I went and looked at those, the email came out on May 24th, I believe it was. You can see this was at an ATR. Even if they break this ATR, they're going to have to come back and test for support. Okay, as you can see on the 24th, it was at the ATR, but the stochastics was overextended. And I felt like it was going to come down. It's got to test for support. That's what the stochastics being overextended means. So in this case, you can see we had a bearish bar. I think it will come back to 88.04 or even 86 area. Then I would consider entering a trade, but not right now. Then over on RGA, which was another recommendation, you can see that this was the 24th. You did have a bullish bar, but I think it was deceiving because you can see you have a red dot over here, and that tells me they're going to have to come back and they're going to have to test for a support area to push price up further. The natural support area would be here at 146.98. Now the other thing is you do have that bullish bar now, but you're also going to have a resistance area on this one at 154. So I really didn't want to enter this one until I see that it clears this 154 area, which also coincides with this weekly area as well. Then if we went down and looked at TGE, which was the last recommendation, you can see that on the 24th, we had a bearish bar. Okay, they did come down and they did test the ATR, but I also felt that you were too high over here on the stochastics. You also had a slight divergence there, indicating that it wasn't going to make a higher high. So in this case, I waited, and you can see that the moving averages were actually acting as resistance. Now they have come down. They have made a double bottom, which I like to see, and you're seeing that this double bottom has hidden divergence. So this is the point of entry for me. And, you know, out of the three, to me, there was only one, and you had to wait for the entry. And that was on TGE. I do like trading the energy stocks, so this was one that just made more sense to me. So it just shows you that even when you get a recommendation, look at it with your methodology and see if the entry makes sense to you. Because again, there was 3 entries, but only one that I would have actually entered because it's been confirmed with the indicators. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the link below.